Let him know. Liv, let him know. DJ Liv coming in. What do you got to say, baby?
Hi.
Okay, hi, nice.
Poopad.
Poopad? What is this, baby girl? Oh my gosh, get out of here.
Bye, Poopad.
Bye, Poopad. Got him. You guys are wrecked. She actually asked me last weekend this weekend if she could come in and call everyone a poophead on Monday, and I said yes. She could come in and deliver the poophead. Hey, why are you calling me a poophead? Nice try, Ryan Winchester. I don't have autoplay on because it's just so crazy sometimes. Oh my gosh, Zero, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you. Message delivered. I know, very cute. What's your preferred front end stack right now? I am just starting my Elixir trial. There's definitely like a lot of confusion for me because, you know, in all other worlds, it's pretty simple to me because it's just like in Go. In Go, you make binary, right? Go, you make binary. In Rust, you make binary, right? You want something, you add something. In TypeScript, you got NPM and you bring in packages if you need them, and then you make it, and then you make file and file entry, node run file. Elixir, I'm just like, I have no clue what's happening here, right? I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what the hell is happening right here. So I'm still like I'm still not there, right? Yeah, NPM, it's close enough. NPM is close enough. Thoughts on Stop Killing Games and the whole pirate software drama? I haven't looked into the whole pirate software drama. I'll try to give my best, what's it called? I'll try to give my best one. This is not bad on this one. One, I think consumer unfriendliness of games is really unique. I think it's crazy that you can buy a game that you don't own. I think we can all agree to that. Like, you press a button that says buy, and when you buy, it doesn't buy. You rent. I think that is fundamentally broken. I think minimally the first step number one, should be that anytime you are renting something or you're buying a short-term thing, the messaging must be different. It cannot simply be buy. I think it should be rent. Simple as that. Easy peasy. We can move that. Because buy is crazy, right? It's very insane that we say the word buy and then you're not actually buying, especially it's like a single player game. You press buy on like, oh, I'm going to buy the single player game. And then all of a sudden it's just like, you don't? Like, that's crazy to me, right? That makes no sense to me. The second thing, the part that I don't understand is the whole game preservation ending part. I would love to hear more what is intended here. Because I read the slides, and the slides said, we're not talking about making the companies open source their code, which I think is a good step, right? Because a lot of times inside code, there's like purchased third-party code, there's licensed out stuff, so they couldn't even release the code in a working state to begin with. So it's like, okay, yeah, they don't have to release the code. They don't have to maintain the servers forever, which is another thing in their slide. So what does it mean to keep it in a playable state? Like, if you can't release the code because there's third-party obligations and licensing problems, you can't, or just trade secrets just to begin with, you can't, you don't have to make it run forever. I honestly, I don't know, right? Like, so I'm just trying to think through that from a logical perspective. I just don't understand that part. Self-hosted server binaries. Again, you can't do that. Like, the companies that own that, if they were to like send out the binaries, there's a whole slew of licenses that they're under that they can't do, right? You can't distribute binaries in which part of the code you don't own. Well, then you're going to be like, well, hey, just simply set it up, like take out Havoc. And it's just like, you can't just take out Havoc. Like, so what's the, like, help me understand that jump. Because if you can tell me something that makes sense there, dude, that makes way more sense. But I just don't understand that part. And that's from a programming perspective, is how do you do that? Right? Make that part more clear, because I don't understand how, right, like how that works. That's like something, one thing I did suggest during that time was like, you have to open up the entire protocol, which I think is a good thing. Like, if you said, okay, hey, we're gonna be sunsetting this game. I love that idea that you have to give some sort of notice or some sort of sunset plan, which is gonna be clearly abused. Like, here's a good example. So one good part about that is that if you're buying a game that has a limited shelf run, then the company has to give you a shelf life, right? Let me give you a little example of why that's kind of silly, or why this can be perceived as silly. Jobs.netflix.com. Now, there's this rule in California that says that for any job posting, you must just give me the effing job. Dude, this website loads like dog water. What the hell are you doing here? Okay, dude, that's crazy. How bad? What is, dude? What is this, dude? Virtuals, dude. Just show me the effing job. Oh my gosh! Just. Okay. Here we go. Can I click any of these? Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. View open roles. All right. Okay. No, stop it. Okay. Let's see. Do they still require this? Let's see if they still require this. So now, as part of this, as part of the requirement for these things is that they'd have to also include salary range, right? Okay. So the range for this role is somewhere between 70,000 and 370,000. So you could imagine that if given some of these requirements, you could imagine that if they're like, hey, you need to do this, salary range 360 to 920. So you can imagine if the government said you need to give a range for when your server is going to be down, they're going to be like 1 year and 20 years, right? Like you can imagine that, because this law tried to pass in America. So there's like all these shitty examples of why things are confusing. And so that's my problems aren't in the consumer unfriendly part. I'm totally on team. I think games have broadly sucked for a while. I think that they've been selling everybody dick salads and people keep buying the dick salads and then they're shocked that they bought a dick salad. Gaming sucks. There's plenty of reasons. I buy Balatro. I love Balatro. Balatro is not a dick salad. Balatro is fantastic. I'm enjoying it. I bought Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is fantastic. I enjoy it. Right? I play From Software games. I played Elden Ring. Great experience. Dick salad, damn, right? I think there's a lot of, like, I'm not one of those people that think regulations are bad, right? Here's a good example. Dodd-Frank makes some level of requirements, or the FEC makes some sort of requirements on banks to have a certain amount of money to loaned out money ratio. That way, if there's some level of bank run, it doesn't immediately become a bank run like right away. But instead, it's like, hey, they'll be able to weather it because they have a certain amount of money out versus how much money they have to keep in the bank. That's a great regulation, right? That prevents a whole bunch of economic instability. Good regulation, right? There's plenty of good regulation. So I'm all for good regulation. But I don't know what the good regulations are. And so I would have to understand this. And I think that we have largely an unfriendly consumer side of gaming and this whole renting out business. I hate subscription models. I hate them. So that's kind of my take on it, which is, here's like the most specific part of my take on it. I'm American. Why are you listening to me? You just sat here for the last 5 minutes having me talk about something that I can't even sign, you idiot. Shut up. Tell me to shut up. What are you doing even listening to me? I don't even live in the EU. Thank you. Thank you for telling me to shut up. Who cares what I have to say? Dude, that's the crazy part. Stop listening to an American on what EU should do. Let EU do its EU things. I don't care what you guys do. You guys go live the EU life, okay? If you're like, yeah, we just want to dance a nightclub and we want to be like a striker in soccer and then we want to be a winger and we want to kick the ball winger style and have a few moves in our little European man pouch to be able to get out those moves and be very tricky winger to striker. Then it's like, I don't care. I don't play soccer. I don't know anything about soccer. Stop talking to me about soccer. I call it soccer. So suck on it, soccer boy. Right? Like, there you go. I don't know. Stop asking me questions about this. As far as the drama thing goes, like, guys, you got to understand, I don't want to be in drama. I don't care about drama. I don't want to be in drama. I don't want to watch drama. I've tried to watch some level of drama every single time. I feel bad about the person committing the drama. I feel bad for the person getting the drama on. I feel bad about the whole situation because life is so much better when you have a family and kids and you're just focused on them and the rest of the life doesn't matter because these aren't people that you actually know or they're not actually your friends and you have no idea about any of them and they probably have lives and their lives are probably really shitty because of it all. And it's just like, dude, I don't want to add to that crap. I just want to be with my family and love my family. I don't want any of this. I'm not out here to try to like dunk on you guys, and I hope you guys don't want to be out there dunking on people, right? The end. There you go. I don't want any part of it, right? I don't want any part of it. What's your opinion on policy on AI usage when it comes to your kids? We don't let them use AI. I don't want them to even use cell phones. Honestly, I don't even. Oh, only one of my kids have a cell phone. And I don't even want that. He's 11, and I don't like it. I don't even like that. In fact, I took away his cell phone last night because he was off playing Balatro when he wasn't supposed to be having screen time, and I caught him on Balatro, and I said, "Give me the phone, you little. Give me the phone." Okay. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. What do you think of senior engineers pushing for the use of patterns, even when the effect is an over-engineering? I mean, welcome to programming. Even when people don't use patterns, they replace patterns with other software. There you go. Right? Base kid. Yeah. Sorry. What senior engineers? Well, of course, plenty of senior engineers do this, right? You got to remember, like, you guys, you may have forgot this, but there's a language called Java in which millions of people program. And of those millions of people, they use a lot of design patterns. This is a total normal part of society that just exists. Not my society, but people do. And so that side of society, they just want to do that. Did you just assume my pattern? I did. 2025, assuming people's patterns. Mine, strategy pattern. Big fan of strategy. Let's see. Developers need great coding skills to play at the top, right? Do you agree that they also need good business skills? Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you're making a distinction here, which people often make that is incorrect. What you're really saying is that, or at least this is what I assume you're saying, you should have strong intellect, but you should also try to train your wisdom. Meaning, you should know how to solve the problems, and you should know what problems to solve. Now, are you asking me, should you be good at taxes? I think you should probably hire out taxes, unless if they're very simple. Probably don't, should you know how to file the right paperwork? Maybe that's I don't know if that's the right business skills. Should you know how to balance a spreadsheet? Well, I mean, one would assume you know how to do balancing of basic expenses and all that. That sounds pretty easy. But knowing what problem to solve, that's a wisdom thing. You should know, you should practice. This is a good thing to practice. You can practice this in your job. You can find a problem you think your company has that would make them much happier if it was solved, and then try to solve it, and then see what happens. Java OS, the best Indonesian island. Fight me. It's true. What is the key to actually completing projects? Setting a reasonable deadline. Honestly, that's it. Really set a deadline, and set a reasonable completion. A lot of times you think through to the 1,000th thing, but what you really don't realize is you're thinking through to a full company that has 20 employees. Don't start there. Take it back a little bit. All right. Okay, now I'm going to do a little side note. Now that we've had a little moment, I'm actually curious. New poll. Thoughts on my thoughts on stop killing games, because I'm actually curious. Good, bad, horrible, great, don't care. I'm curious what you guys think, because I'm just curious. All right, there we go. All right, great. Everyone voting? Everyone having a good vote? Everyone's doing a good job? Good. You know why? Because I don't care. Okay, good. Now that we got that out of the way, the end. All right. Let's go back to actually doing something that I care about. I'm not a gamer, okay? Stop asking me. Again, I'm trying to train you guys into something. Stop asking me for European regulation. Best ball. Do you think it's a net positive because you are spreading knowledge, or a net negative because people waste their time watching your stream? A lot of people co-watch, right? How many people type one in the chat right now if you co-watch the stream and you're just working and you just want someone near you, because we largely work in a remote world now, and it's kind of lonely, Life's a little bit lonely. Or you work at a place and you don't really know any of your coworkers. There's lots of ones, Life's a little lonely and you just want someone nearby that's just hanging out, just bros being bros, right? That's all it is. Fellas, is it gay to have a coworker? No, it's not. So we're just hanging out. Right? I like some of your takes. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, if you guys like some of my takes, that's pretty good. If you guys think that I was absolutely wrong, yeah, I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to have some misses. And that's okay. Do you think LLMs have plateaued? I think that it's going to be really hard to make them a lot better. I think we're kind of seeing that. Oh, by the way, how's Strudel? Someone just asked me that. This is my... Yeah, I like it. It's been going good. I've been having a lot of fun. I really like the crow sound. Dude, let's just go heavy on crow for a second. You guys want to just go super heavy on crow? Let's go super heavy on crow. Let's go. Lots of crows. Oh, you want more crow? Oh, you want more crow? Oh, we want more crow? Let's put it on beat. Oh, we want more crow. All right, that's enough. All right. Dude, I suck at it. Don't worry. I suck at this stuff, dude. Okay, slap a bass, dude. Dude, I haven't played in a long time, guys. I haven't played in like 10 years. So give me a break. I literally got that yesterday. I was like, damn, I'm gonna play this thing. All right. First. Okay, slow down. Prod, you started again. Thank you. All right, can we start a stream with a little bit of strudel? I want to do that tomorrow. Like, do like an 8-hour strudel stream where we actually get, bass is your main instrument? Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like super great at that stuff. You know what I mean? And like, I'm way too like shaky and weird at it now. Like, I can definitely feel like my fingers are all real bad now that I haven't done it in so long. You know, like I'm flying all over the place. All right, anyways, first, jokes aside, as someone who barely knows Python but is getting kind of bored of it and now trying to get into Golang, I really like it so far. Yeah, it's a great transition, by the way. I like Golang. There's a lot of things to like about Golang. What do you think I should do? Go into specifically. I think this is something you got to choose yourself, dog. Like, I cannot help you here. Anything that I say, like, inherently will be things I'm interested in, not what you're interested in. Right? A bass is such a prime move. Oh, yeah. Going to therapy? Dude, I wish I used to be much better at slapping. Now I don't even know if I could slap. Okay, I don't even want to try to slap on stream because I don't want to be humiliated. Okay, it's been so long since I've even attempted a little slippity slappity. You know what I mean? Do it? Oh gosh, I don't think dude, I'd be so bad at it. Dude, I would be so bad at it. You know, Davey 504 when? Dude, I love that. Do it, dude. I'd be so bad at it. Dude, I'd be so bad at it. I'd be so bad at it. So bad at it. And no, just, okay, I will just not do it. That's what we're gonna do. No questions come to mind, so let's see. So did you know that you can press Control X, Control E on the CLI, and that would open whenever you have on the CLI at the time on your editor? Oh, no, I don't know about this. CXCE? CXCE? Yeah, I don't have Vi. Bro, that's because I got Vim, and it's NeoVim. You know why? Because NeoVim's my personality. All right, so what's your advice to new graduates? I recently saw a post on LeetCode about someone thinking about taking his life because he feels like a failure. Damn, that's crazy. Ah, dude, on LeetCode, holy shit. I knew LeetCode sucked, but I didn't know it sucked that much. I mean, there's plenty of problems. I think the thing is that when you mix in, like high speed to be able to have to get something, desperation to be able to get somewhere, plus low experience, and then you toss leak code on top of that where people are desperate to try to, you're put into a position where I think you're just not going to be successful. It's like you seriously are unsuccessful in this situation because you don't have the time, right? I would definitely say I had serious privilege in that sense, that I got to fail out of college and flounder and work at shitty ass jobs and actually have, like, to this day, my wrist still hurts from my first job. And I actually, like, it's the reason why I had to learn Dvorak. I have all these problems. Dude, all these problems from that. And that was 15, 20 years ago. But I got that experience. And now I get to live a life that's much, much different. But that gave me the fire and the desire. And then on top of that, I had the years to be able to hone those skills before, like, the real deadline happened. And that made me very, very happy. Was the first job? No, the first job I was the one that I had to pay for college, which was being a dishwasher at Texas Roadhouse. And so, they're only open for like 5 hours a night. So I had to squeeze this thing for 5 hours straight and constantly go. And it just it fucked my hand up so bad. And to this day, it just hurts so much. I hate it. But, luckily this literally has made it so that I can save my life from that stuff. And so I'm very happy about that. Texas Roadhouse is the best. Not good when you're a dishwasher, I'll tell you that much. Dude, dishwashing from 6 till 2 in the morning sucks ass. Or 6 till midnight or whatever the crap was. Dude. Ugh. Anyways. I did eat a lot of the honey buns, though, okay? I ate a lot of honey buns, my friends. I also worked at restaurants and stuff. Yeah, restaurant life sucks. Yeah, I did a lot of restaurant. I did years of restaurant life. The market is bad, but it's starting to feel really demoralizing. As someone who seems to be optimistic, how do you be more optimistic-minded, especially over your career? I think a huge problem has to come down to duration, right? Like, are you thinking in weeks, months, or years? I think if you think in weeks or months, I think you're going to be naturally more demoralized, just because that is so hard, right? Like, imagine having to solve all your problems. I know there's a lot of you right now that, imagine if you felt like you had to solve all of your problems in the next couple months and you also had to learn how to program, right? Like, right now, if you told me I have to jump on Elixir and be good enough to get hired in, a month, I probably could do a pretty good job just because I've programmed for so long. But I also have, 20 years of experience. If I was just starting out, man, that would be awful. That would just be so awful, right? And so luckily, I just had that